right, y'all. Right now, I am talking to Pam Wilson. And this is what she says. Hi, Paula. For the life of me, I can't make gravy, all types, and I've tried. I use a packet gravies. Please make a video on gravy. Thank you. Pam Wilson, Overland Park, Kansas. So, usually when I make my brown gravy, Pam, I make it after I have fried pork chops or chicken. Well, so let me tell you what I did to try to get some seasoning to make the gravy with. I had cooked some fresh green beans and I had used hog jowl. And hog jowl is like a thick bacon, a thick, wide bacon. And it really is used very, very much in the New Year's because that's supposed to bring us good health. So I put that piece of hog jowl in here and fried it up some more to get a little grease. And I've probably got maybe 2 tablespoons. So I'm gonna add about that much flour. You want to have enough fat to wet all of your flour. And you want that flour to cook out for a minute. Now at this point, I'm going to add a little salt and a little pepper. Now there's all kind of gravies you can make. You can make pork roast gravy. You can make chicken fried steak gravy. And that's what I'm gonna show you to do today is for like that beautiful chicken fried steak, and hope it'll turn out me using hog jowl. So if you hadn't fried chicken or pork chops or something, try some bacon grease if you keep bacon grease around, because basically that's what I wound up with was bacon grease, because hog jowl is bacon. All right, I'm gonna pull out these little dark pieces because I don't want them to give any kind of burnt flavor to it. Now, the gravy that you serve with chicken fried steak is a milk gravy. So I'm gonna use some milk. And I'm fixing to add it right now because I think we've cooked it enough for some of the floury taste to cook on. Now to make this a sawmill gravy, all you have to do is cook and scramble up a pound of breakfast sausage. And that would give you sawmill gravy. So because we use milk, this is going to be a whiter gravy. And I'm going to use just a little of my wet base to go in there, and that'll help give it strength since I didn't have any fried chicken or trimming, left to do it with. So we're going to let that bubble up good. And I'll show you something that I use once in a while because sometimes my gravy just doesn't get dark enough. I want it a shade darker. So you can get this from your grocery store, and a little drop of this will make it dark. And of course, I don't care about this being dark because it's milk gravy. But I'll just show you what a little drop of that does to it. See how that'll make it brown? And that was just a little old teeny drop. So you'll want to get this to come back to a rolling ball. And I'm going to get me a spoon so I can taste it. Whoa! and just see what this needs. Well, I wish that I'd been able to use fried chicken or pork chop drippings, but I don't. But basically, all right, now I've got some boiling water. I'm gonna add a little water to it now. Normally when I make my gravy Pam, I don't use milk in it. Normally I would just use that boiling water in it. So it's amazing. Your drippings, here I'll move that Edie so you can see it. Your drippings makes all the difference in the world. All the difference in the world in your gravy. All right, so I added a little beef. So I'm gonna see if I've got a wet chicken base. And then I'll put in a little speck of that. This is the most makeshift gravy Pam I think I've ever made. All right, so I'm gonna add just a little chicken base. This wet chicken base is made from roasted chickens. And you know what a wonderful flavor that roasted chickens have. So by not really having anything to gather any fat to fry this in, you know, I didn't have my flavor in it. So we're gonna get it there. So I hope that you'll just keep playing. Is it on?
Yeah.
I can't see. I hope you'll just keep playing with it until you get it right. And there's another way to make gravy. If you say you're not good at it, and say you're making, let's say you're making, oh gosh, if you've cooked a pork roast, here's a good example. If you've cooked a pork roast, you would try to drain as much fat off that as you can, and then you would take like 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and stir it up in like 1/3 cup of water and pour that into your boiling broth, and it will thicken and you will have a fabulous pork roast gravy. So it's getting pretty good, y'all. In fact, I think since I'm not putting pork in it, I'm gonna go ahead and take us to a brown gravy like what I would have if I was frying chicken. Yeah. And you know what else this is delicious over? It's a big old bowl of hot buttered grits or biscuits. So that's it. You just want to make sure that cooks for a few minutes and has a second to get that floury taste out of it. And since I don't have any fried chicken, I did find some leftover potatoes from my green beans. So we'll just have a little bite of that gravy on top of those ball potatoes. But you'll find, Pam, that that if you're not on the mark with your flavor, you can get your flavor from these wet bases. And I just recently saw that they're advertising them on TV now, and I thought, what took y'all so long? Because they can help make a star out of you. So let's see what this tastes like. Tastes like hot. It's very good. But I want you to keep practicing. And but to me, the best gravy in the world is fry your chicken, leave you 2 or 3 tablespoons of the drippings, and add 2 or 3 tablespoons of flour, salt, and pepper, and get that nice and brown, and then add your water to it. There's nothing any better. And then I'd probably put a little bit of chicken base in that too, so it would match the fried chicken. Good luck, Pam. I'm so sorry that I didn't have anything prepared to really make you some good gravy, but this ain't bad at all. Just keep taste testing, and try new things. We pulled it out. We pulled what do you say when you pull I don't know. But anyway, we got there. It's delicious. Milk or water, either one. So good luck, Pam. Let me hear from you though, okay? I want to know if I confused you more or you were able to understand what I was doing. Love and best dishes, y'all. Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.